What's up, gamers? Your boy Beast Gamer Kuma here with my initial thoughts for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which is available now on the PS5. Yes, I have played 23 hours of this game, and I'm finally ready to share my opinion so far. I'm not finished with it, but I've just been doing a whole bunch of side quests, story missions, and I got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I need to talk about it. And here we go. And yes, I will try to make this as spoilers free as possible. Now, this is the continuation from Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales from a few years back. As you know, great games. Insomniac Games took over and has given us a great superhero story, especially with our favorite webheads. Now, in Spider-Man 2, we get to play as both Peter and Miles, both as Spider-Man. And in this storyline, we get to use new abilities, new team-up attacks, especially with other heroes that are involved with the game, and of course, the introduction to both Kraven and the symbiote suit. Now, mind you, Insomniac Games has done a great job with giving us a love letter to New Yorkers out there. I'm a fellow New Yorker from Brooklyn, East New York, and I got the nostalgia. Even though they don't have all of New York City, they got Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan, making it a bigger map, but it doesn't feel too overbearing. Being that we're playing on a PS5, you get full access after you do a certain amount of things. Fast travel is in milliseconds. It's like crazy how fast it is. And switching between Peter and Miles is also nice and fluid. Not too bad. The collectibles can be a chore at times, which is also brings up abundance of things that actually cater to the stories and side stories as well. You got your spider bots, you got the hunter nest, you got your drones. As you accumulate during the time of the game, more things will be unlocked and for you to get hero tokens and everything like that. I was kind of annoyed with the Mysterio missions, but honestly, I realized that I should have just go back, which I am going to do right now, as I'm fully realized as a Spider-Man with all the abilities that I need to tackle those quests better to get all the hero tokens that I accumulated. But so far, I'm almost done, especially with the costumes that you get to unlock, which are not too bad, actually. They look pretty good. Being that said, going through, like I said, it's a beautiful game. Now you get all the puddles that you want that you was complaining about. Most gamers that were complaining about in the first game, there was no puddles. Ray tracing is phenomenal. Even looking at reflections in the game is beautifully done. But I have to say, it tugged on my heartstrings with some of the side quests. There is one side quest that I want to talk about, and it's about Howard, the pigeon owner, the homeless man that we helped out in the first game, and he has a great send-off in this game. It was a beautiful scenery where he asks you to take his birds up north to release them, and come to find out he passed on. As you come back to go see him, he's already in an ambulance, and the ambulance drivers, the EMTs tell you that he passed peacefully. And I was just like, wow, how could they tug on our heartstrings like that? That's crazy. Or at least mine. I can't speak for everybody else. When it comes to the combat, though, it is actually fluid, intuitive, and especially with all the new gadgets you get to have, it gets even crazier when you unlock both Peter's symbiote suits with more powers, and then Miles Morales gets new abilities with his Venom Strike that causes this big EMP burst that kind of reminds me of Infamous in a way, where, you know, Cole does this big burst of lightning energy bomb. That's what you do with Miles Morales, and it's pretty cool. The wingsuit is a nice addition to the game. I'm just jumping around because there's so much good to talk about, especially the wingsuit where they have different breeze areas where you can fly through, have the traversal. Just, I don't know, because originally Spider-Man did have a wingsuit with his webbing, so all these things come playing around, and I see that it's something that really paid attention to many of the comic books to give us a bigger experience this time around. Now, mind you, the only bad that I experienced so far is a few crashes that happened during the game. I had 2 glitches and 3 crashes so far. And that's the only bad that I can talk about. I'm not going to nitpick or anything else because, honestly, there's nothing really to nitpick too much about. And I know there's most people out there are going around trying to bash this as much as possible, but I'm like, whatever. The game is fun. I'm having a great time. And that's the most important part about it. The storyline is great. especially meeting different characters. And big ups to Insomniac for bringing in the portal technology from Rift Apart into Spider-Man 2 when you had to do the Black Cat mission, and you get to see a whole bunch of what they first tested out when we got to play Rift Apart with Ratchet and Clank. And I was like, okay, I see you, Insomniac. That's very clever. But other than that, all around amazing game so far. I can't wait to finish it completely. Like I said, there was a lot of nice scenes. Really gives you the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man feel throughout the whole entire playthrough, especially when you go to Vision's Academy helping out the students, Peter helping out fellow neighbors in Queens and Brooklyn, even going to, they give you the whole experience. And I have to say to people, if you think that's what Coney Island is going to be like, sorry, it's not. But honestly, I would say still go to Coney Island. It's pretty nice. Other than that, yeah, my final assessment for Marvel Spider-Man 2, I'm giving it 4.5 pause out of 5. Like I said, it could get a perfect score, but I had too many crashes during it. That's the only problem I have is the crashes. But honestly, this is going to be my pick for Game of the Year. So 4.5 BC pause. That's still a good score. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to get back into this game because I am freaking having a great time. And I'm taking my time with it too, just to get all my abilities done before I complete this game. And that lizard fight was, whoo, there's some hard elements going on in this game at some points. And I have to say, this time around, I am not bored playing as Mary Jane. Big ups to Insomniac for not making Mary Jane boring. She's a badass this time around in this game. But that's all I'm going to say. Other than that, I say if you got your PS5, check it out for yourself. It's available right now. And thank you all for checking out my review. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to stay notified for future playthroughs. And I'm also streaming live on YouTube as well. Other than that, be stout.